How you doing? And welcome to another installment of Objectively Biased with me, your host, the objective one, Steve Fogg. Today we're going to discuss LeBron James. Win or lose in the finals, how is that going to affect his legacy? We're also going to discuss Muhammad Ali, not only the great boxer that he was, but the legacy he left on life. First, I want to discuss something that I saw that blew my mind completely. The video was recorded by Kevin Powell. I saw it first on Sports 120 and then again on Bleacher Report. Have a look.
That's a tee box right there. Look at the sandbox. Oh God, I'm tired. He doesn't even give a shit. He's gotta be at least 16 feet long. Big son of a bitch.
So, I, like you, are probably looking at that and going, how the hell does something that big get on a golf course? Now, alligators, it takes a very long time for any animal to get that big, but especially alligators. So to have something that big walking on a golf course, my first thought was, how is this possible? Heck, it's impossible that this thing eluded patrons that were out there playing. Groundskeepers, caddies, somebody had to see this damn thing over the course of the last decade, right? So I did some research. And what I found out was even more mind-boggling. Yes, the people that run the golf course know that this alligator is there. And they've tried on numerous occasions to have animal control to come capture this alligator. At this point, just looking at the size of it, you're going to need the fucking National Guard to get that thing out of there, not animal control. But animal control went out there, and I quote, we have come out to capture the animal and have been unsuccessful at locating it. Real talk. No bullshit. They said they were unsuccessful in locating something the size of a school bus. Really? I don't know, but I like golf. Don't know about you guys. I like golf. I can assure you this. I will never golf at that course. I may never golf at a course that has water. But when Animal Control released that statement, I'm sitting there going, well, how is that possible? How do you not find this thing? So my next question is, what kind of man-made lakes are on this golf course? I saw the movie Lake Placid, and if you didn't, go watch it so you get an idea of the size of this thing. You would need a lake that size to hide something this big. Well, like really, it's the size of a dinosaur. Number two, who was Animal Control sending to find this thing? Stevie fucking Wonder? They couldn't locate it? Really? I don't know about you guys. I know there's never been an attack down there, and I refuse to be the first, because there's always a first. But I applaud the brave and the stupid that go to play this golf course with that gigantic beast lurking on the golf course. Now that I've got my golf course rant out of the way, on to LeBron James. So, LeBron James, LeBron's legacy. Does it take a hit? Either way, win or lose, I say no. Now this isn't for the LeBron detractors, you know the type. The guys that hate on LeBron as if he I don't know, slept with their wife or emptied their bank account. This also isn't for the LeBron enthusiasts. Those apologists, the lovers. The guys that'll go to the bathroom with him just to hold it for him. No. This is for the more objective and honest people. People who can appreciate LeBron James for what he's done for the NBA and appreciate his career and how stellar it's been thus far. And can willingly or openly criticize him without any type of prejudice. That's a small group. I probably just lost a lot of viewers. But here's a reality. LeBron James is a top 10 player in NBA history. You look at the stats, the numbers are staggering. You look at his playoff stats. He's in the top 10 in playoffs in scoring, rebounding, and assists. Who's doing better than that? Not since the 1960s has a player been to 6 straight NBA finals. Now, yes, the possibility is he could be 2-5. On the other hand, he could be 3-4. For me, that's not going to impact where he ranks. So, why have this conversation on legacy then? There are many people blinded by their hatred for LeBron James because he has the tattoo, the chosen one, on his back, because he embraced the name King. That's not, I don't want to say it's not his fault, it is his fault, but I'm not holding him to those standards. No, he's not the chosen one. He's not in the top 5. He's not Magic. He's not Michael. He's not Wilt. He's not Bill. He's not Kareem. He's not Oscar. Hell, he's not Larry. So now we got him down to about 7. But what he has done, and make no mistakes about it, what he has done has been nothing short of amazing. Now, people are going to knock him, say, well, he's done it in the weaker Eastern Conference. And I agree with you. He has. But if you're going to knock him for doing it in the weaker Eastern Conference, be the same person that's going to knock Bill Russell and Jerry West and Elgin Baylor for playing in weaker times. Times where there was only 8 to 12 NBA teams as opposed to the 30 NBA teams now in the pool of talent that is out there. Vice versa. If you're going to knock Bill Russell or Jerry West for playing in those weak times, and you're holding LeBron's nuts up for him, raising him on that pedestal, well then you should objectively knock him down as well for playing in a weaker Eastern Conference. Because let's face it, in this day and age, over the last, say 10 years or so, the Western Conference in the NBA, well, that's varsity. LeBron been playing JV for his entire career. Let's not get it twisted.
These are the facts of the case, and they are undisputed.
All right. Now we come to the fun part, my objective thought. My objective thought today is going to be on Muhammad Ali and the legacy that he left. Not just in boxing, but in life. Muhammad Ali appeared on Time Magazine's 20 Most Influential Americans, the only athlete to do so. Now, with that said, there's never been an athlete who has been more perfect blend of talent, skill, accompanied with charm and charisma inside and outside of any sport. He was a man of conviction who, as a sports figure, had not only the most political influence on people in this country, but worldwide. He gave the civil rights movement an infectious shot of courage because he simply was not afraid. Not afraid to stand up for something he believed in, and certainly not afraid of being him. As Thomas Hauser put it, Ali was more than a boxer. He was the living embodiment of the proposition that principles matter. His power did not just reside in his fists, but in his conscience as well. Now, while Ali was far from perfect, and I'll wait for you to show me a person without flaw, Ali did more right in his life, and it far outweighs his mistakes or his wrongs. He embraced his celebrity, but loved people and displayed that affection everywhere he went. What will remain of his legacy is a place in history all to himself. Now, I wanted to read that because it's important to know and understand what he did and what he meant to sports, and then what he meant to people and what he meant to life. This was a man's man. And we talk about role models. We talk about having somebody to look up to, having somebody to believe in. And I'll say this. I've never been a fan of people who want athletes to be role models. I'm of the Charles Barkley school of parents are role models. But children are going to be children, and they're going to look up to athletes. They're going to look up to entertainers. They're going to look up to educators, those who are extremely successful in academics. They're going to find somebody, their niche, and they're going to look up and want to be like that person. And if there's anybody that I would want my children to look up to be like, wouldn't be LeBron James, wouldn't be Michael Jordan, wouldn't be Derek Jeter. It'd be Muhammad Ali. Because he stood for something. He was a man of principles. He was a man of the people. And he showed that love everywhere. And I mean everywhere he went. And whether you liked him or not, you couldn't help but respect him and appreciate who he was. That's someone to look up to. And if there's anyone I would want to emulate, yeah, it'd be him too. People like him, people like Bill Russell, people like Jim Brown. They made a stand. They let their voices be heard, and they weren't afraid of it. And while Muhammad Ali was a great boxer, his impact is way more than boxing. Muhammad Ali, rest in peace, the greatest of all time. And with that, thank you. Again, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Steve Fogmeg. Follow on Instagram at @S_Fogmeg. And on my Twitter at @SFogmeg. Again, thank you and enjoy.